So my name, Timothy Komanga, is not my real name.
Okay.
Nor is my birthday. So I could be Justin Timberlake or whatever my real name could be.
Yeah.
I always think I could be a Justin Timberlake.
You can pull it off, eh?
Yeah. Anyway, so then I was born as we all were, but then my mom was a stripper. So it comes with that. You don't plan for a child in that industry. Accidents do happen. Things do happen. So then apparently she sent me to, I had a sister. And then she couldn't afford to look after me, whatever the case might be. So she gave me to another lady, who now this lady has just lost her brother, who his name was Timothy Komanga. So now in honor of his name, I'm Timothy Komanga.
Okay.
Boyz Aloud, take 7.
Yo, we are back on another episode of Boyz Aloud. Remember, this is the December special. So this December, we know that we releasing videos every week. But you know the boys, Welile, Omolemo, and now obviously, new face on the show. We have Timothy on the show over here. And before we start with the show, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe. IG, TikTok, follow, and also share as well. Sometimes it's good to share as well.
Facts.
But I'm gonna hand over to Timothy. Timothy, tell the viewers what you're all about, who you are.
Hi everyone who's watching. My name is Timothy Komanga. Most of my friends call me T.I. I'm
Cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cold.
No, I don't rap as good as T.I., but I do sometimes. But then I just recently finished studying in College of Cape Town. Did art and design there. Did very well. Currently, I'm doing my internship. And I'm just here in Brockerspray doing my internship, hoping to finish finally and just get over and done with it and move on to the working world.
Yeah. Shout out Timothy.
Shout out to Timothy.
Yeah.
And if, I know you guys can see Timothy has like a whole situation going on his lab. He's actually drawing us a new logo, right? Like you guys can see the one that we have, right? He's drawing us a new one. We told him that if it is better than this one,
And you guys can also
actually
contribute.
change.
You
Yeah,
can
we'll
contribute
change
your
it.
opinion.
Yeah. We'll show you guys, and you guys will tell us at the end of the show if it's good. So you guys must stick to the end to see how
Good it
how
is.
good
How
it
good
is.
it is,
But if it's good, we'll actually change. And if it's not, we're gonna keep it. But we trust you.
But we trust. We trust.
No pressure.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Now, but this composition, I mean, beating this one is gonna be tough. But I do think so. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
I got it. No
Yeah.
doubt.
I hope I do.
Nah.
Nah, he got it. He got
I don't know
it.
if they
He
can
got
see
it.
what I see, but so far he's cooking.
He's cooking.
And I
he's
don't see a
cooking.
stove here. So he's doing his thing on the thing, bro.
Yeah.
But more or less, if you could more or less tell the audience about, besides, you told us about your Scala, arts and all of that, more delve deeper into, what did you say? What's Boxburg?
Brockerspray.
Brockersburg.
I've never.
Wait. Brockenspruit.
Brockerspray.
Oh, Afrikaans.
Yeah.
Afrikaans.
Exactly,
Okay.
Brock Sprit.
Hey, alright. Yeah, let's go.
What is
Let's
it?
call it Bronx.
Bronx. The Bronx.
Yeah.
Yeah. In New York, the Bronx. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bronx.
Yeah.
So what
Life in the
exactly-
Bronx.
Life at the Bronx.
Growing up, all of that.
I haven't grown up in the Bronx. No.
Yeah?
No.
Oh, did you? Oh,
Wait, wait,
Yeah,
bro.
well, let's start from the beginning.
Yeah,
Let's start
Tell
there.
us.
Okay, so way back when, according to what my big file says, I was
Yeah.
born in 2007 March.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
Wait.
Not far away from my birthday.
Oh, when's your birthday?
That.
Just missed it.
Yeah. This was
Pisces there.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So then,
Oh, 2000, you say, ne?
yeah,
2000. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so if I get old and I forget my age, just whatever
Yeah.
year is, just remind me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, so then it was in Kensington where it actually started. It was an orphanage. They took a lot of abandoned kids.
Yeah.
Came in and out. They got adopted.
Yeah.
I was one of the few who weren't adopted. So I was one of the permanent kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
So as time went on, they branched out. So we moved to more Senator Road, still near Kensington. So it's not too much of a difference there.
Yeah.
And then everyone's different, right? So
Yeah.
some people can run really fast, some people can draw really well, some people can sing, rap, whatever it is.
Yeah.
So as you grow up, people you as adults who look onto us young kids, they're like, okay, you struggling, you are excelling. So they make decisions based on your performance, what they get from the feedback from school. So it's
Yeah.
I was one of the few that has to be selected to go to like this white school called Lister Road. So to backtrack, we all went to the same school called which were primary, some scrappy school just down the road from where I used to stay. So it was very easy for us to get to school.
Yeah.
Then I did really well, very well, like surprisingly. Yeah. So then they were like, okay, maybe he needs to go to another school. So then I said, yeah, let's do this. So I went to a white school. Remember? Now white. I'm not being
White
any-
school.
Yeah,
No, you're good,
proper,
you're good. Yeah,
proper
yeah.
right. Now, as a black kid who's living in a very black community area, you hardly see white people. Of course,
Yeah.
you go to church with them, but you don't really
Socialize.
see them.
Yeah.
And you're also young, so they're all like 20 times your age. So what am I gonna say to an old guy all the time, you know?
Yeah.
So then you get people your age, it's different, and then the things were different there. So I just actually got to a call up to go and do some athletics because the guy saw me running a lot on the field. So he's like, why don't you join the athletics team? So I joined the athletics team, and then I broke the record there at the school.
Yo.
It did not last long. So,
Nah.
It's like the schools. I was in grade 5 that time. This is the grade 7 record. I just broke it. I was like on cloud 9. I was like killing it there.
Yeah.
The problem with that, people think I got it all together. So of course then I became head of the house. I was a prefect, But then I didn't really make friends. So then, because I just made my transition from another school. So
yeah.
you lose all your friends. Now it's restart. Restarting is not always nice,
Yeah.
So then it's unfair to the other guys who didn't come to the white school with me. But then also in life, if you work hard for it, you get what you earn.
Yeah.
So then you had to keep up to this expectation of, okay, Timothy's doing well in school.
He's a prefect.
He's a prefect. So I have this image to uphold. So there's no more I can stuff around and stuff. And then now you're approaching grade 7, still doing the things, And now when this guy called Jake White from this other school called Chippy Boys came to me.
No stranger.
Yeah, he came to me. He's like, we've been looking at you and we just think you'll be right for our athletic program.
Yeah.
So we started talking like earlier before grade 8. So, okay, so it looks like I'm going to go to the school. And fair play to them. They've been helping with the orphanage. They come visit us. So I don't know. I'm not saying my future was planned. Like, this guy's definitely just going to Chippy. So I got some offers from St. Benedict's as well. Yeah, but then when I gave...
Yeah, you got nice offers.
The guy, actually, after the race, he came to me. He was like, here's the letter. Okay, I don't open it, so I go and give it to my parents. I'm like, the lady, I can't say parents, my guardian. So then she opens it, she rips it. She's like, you're going to Jeppy. Wasn't no problem with that. Okay, yeah. So then fast forward. Remember, this is like a big city. Now I'm going to Jeppy now. It's the start of grade 8.
Yeah.
I was killing it in grade 7. I was like winning race. I don't know what losing was. I've never been in a B team. Cricket. I hate cricket, but I made it to the A team cricket. I don't know how. I just made it. I only played like one game that I just ditched. I hate cricket.
Yeah.
I can't play it. Anyways, get to grade 8. Now, boys are still my size. So I'm killing it there. Yeah. And then came 16, 17. Growth spurts happen.
Yeah.
Now it's tougher.
Yeah.
So now people like, there was this guy called Muzi Manike. Sadly passed away not too long after high school, but he was gonna make it far to Springboks. I do wish. He was doing well in 7s, but then I think all in all that showed me that there's a lot that this world has to offer.
Yeah.
As to oppose your first question to Broncos Spirits, where now it's. I'm grateful that I'm there. If I wasn't staying there, I would be, I don't know where I would be right now. But then it's not like to get to like the nearest restaurant there, you have to take a car and drive. Not like in Joburg where you just
Can just
near Eastgate, just
Yeah.
walk down
walk
to
there.
Eastgate. And then Bedford Center, you guys know about it? Bedford Center. Yeah, so like Friday evening, that's where all the young Huns are there chilling. And you just go there with your few $100. Gonna go on a date, go for a movie. Yeah. Of course, you know you're getting played, but you're just doing it anyways. Yeah, you know you're young.
Yeah.
You try things. So yeah. So
Kick game.
the Bronx
Hey,
is
what a
like,
game, bro!
what a
Like
game,
man.
that's not even a
Don't
loss
hate
at
the
the end of
player,
the
hate the
game.
game.
no, I'm not good with the I'm not good with the ladies. And then anyways, with the Bronx, yeah, it's very different from what I've grown up to.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like now I heard you're saying that like you were at a like a orphanage
Yeah,
for kids
yeah.
who I don't know their parents or whatever the situation
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
So like how was that for you? Like not knowing
For
your parents,
me,
like or like how did
Now-
you even end up at the orphanage?
How did I end up
Mbana?
there?
Yeah.
Okay, so now remember there's like I don't know, hundreds of people who volunteer who work there.
Oh, yeah.
So now most people have a different story of how they viewed you as a child, how you got there. So this is the best story I can come up with everyone telling me
No,
whatever
okay, I
happened.
get you.
So what had happened was, so my name Timothy Komanga is not my real name,
Okay.
nor is my birthday. So I could be Justin Timberlake or whatever my real name could be.
Yeah.
I always think I could be a Justin Timberlake. I think I could
You can pull it off, eh?
yeah. Anyway, so then I was born as we all were, but then my mom was a stripper. So you know it comes with that. You don't plan for a child in that industry. You know, accidents do happen. Things do happen. So then apparently I was supposed to. She sent me to. I had a sister, and then she couldn't afford to look after me, whatever the case might be. So she gave me to another lady, who now this lady has just lost her brother, who his name was Timothy Kumanga. So now, in honor of his name, I'm Timothy Kumanga.
Okay.
So then, I don't know, the mix-up now, I went to this place called Door of Hopes. I think she couldn't also look after me. So there's this other place, you know a doggy door?
Yeah.
The dogs just run in and out.
Yeah.
So this is now just a door with a bell. Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah,
It's like a notification of
There's a child.
got delivery. So literally put me through this thing, ding, 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 and a nurse would just come pick me up. And whatever I had, that's what I had.
Yeah.
So then social workers, you know, they do their thing. They assign you to a new place or to an environment that might suit your needs. So then they sent me to this orphanage. So then I'm not a dumb child. Even at that age, I could see skin colors quite different. So you white, I'm black.
Oh, how old were you at that time?
If you could predict, like,
If I was
Yeah,
sent
if
to-
you were- if you were-
I was 2 months. I was 2 months. So of course, now
oh.
2 months, I'm noticing this. But when I'm
Okay,
getting
yeah.
a bit older, I can see there's no normal family with 30
Different guys.
Yeah, like I mean, like in honest, sorry to say this, but it means your parents are really busy. And all your blood.
Was there so many
Yeah, like,
different, like what?
This is your brother. This all from you. Yeah. Look, okay, that's be weird, man. So then if you especially see when you go to church, you can see there's like a family. They're just two at least, and then the same mother and father. And
okay.
And then the movies I've watched also kind of shows you what a family looks like. So then you start having this ambition of finding a family.
So damn, you're not even told. You just
So
started
you were not
learning.
told.
Yeah, I could
By
tell
seeing,
something
like,
is
you could see something was a bit
something's
off.
not making
Something's
yeah.
off.
Yeah.
So you just find yourself
And,
in the
I
family.
don't think it's a problem to say something's off. Like, it's you.
You just want to
That's the
understand.
situation.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
situation. Yeah, true.
How come I have so many siblings and the one next door has only two?
It's like curiosity. Yeah.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
like built
So I was
up.
a
we all
curious
have that,
child.
yeah.
But that comes with a lot of depression. So I'll explain later.
Yeah.
So then you try and, at this young age, you try to find out your story. Imagine telling a 4-year-old your mom was a stripper. She didn't want to. I don't think any child can comprehend.
With the right maturity.
Some might know what a stripper is at age. It'd be surprising if a 4-year-old child knows what a stripper is. But then I would be like, okay, I don't know what that means. Maybe I'll try again when I'm later. So I kept asking, and they're like, you're not ready. So at least grateful to this lady, was very kind to say you're not ready to know your history because it might damage you, could cause a big stain. But you know, I'm persistent. Some things you just can't let go. So put to bed. You can't chew on it. So I keep asking every year. Then finally she just said, you know what? I'm not going to tell you privately, but I'm going to tell everyone. So she got us all down in this meeting, and then she handed this big file next to her. She was like, all your stories are in this file. She was like, since some people were coming, I wasn't the only one apparently coming to ask her these questions. Yeah, apparently. So then she was like, okay, I'm seeing you guys are getting older, you guys are wondering, you're curious, you're noticing things. So I'm open to answer your questions as best as she could.
Yeah.
She was honest because she wasn't there at all her origins. She can't have all the facts, you know?
Yeah.
So then she can only tell us what she has in that file. So then a few people actually raised their hands. They want to go and find out. So she took us one by one. Okay, this is this, you're this. Some people came out with tears because, yeah, terrible stories of how kids just get dumped like animals on the road. It's not really nice to hear. So when it came to my turn, I was like,
You were scared because of the things
I
you
think
were
I've,
scared.
yeah, I think I've never sweated more in my life than
That day,
yeah, I think I've never sweated more in my life. I just went, I had this little, like little papers, just like, that's not my story, really? And she was just like, straight up, your mom was a stripper, you had a sister, they couldn't look after you, they went to Door of Hope, and now you're here. Simple as that.
Yo,
That's
just
the
like
answer.
that. And you said, how old were you when you?
When I found out
When they told you that.
before school, before I started primary school.
Ah,
Yeah. It's because I think in her defense it had to happen because when you go to school, people are mean to you.
Yeah.
People will find out this bra.
And the thing is, people will make up rumors.
Yeah, and then so
So-
it's better to break it there as opposed to now you coming home with a lot of...
with tears and all like, because bro,
Yeah.
we know how kids are, bro. Especially
kids
going through
are-
primary school, they're
kids
gonna
are-
make up rumors. They're gonna be
Kids
mean.
are really mean out
Yeah,
there.
it's bro. I've
Yeah.
experienced it with all experiences. It's just the process
Yeah.
of life, and sometimes us as kids, we don't know when to stop and all of that because you get influenced.
To be fair, I too have been mean too.
Me too.
People, yeah.
Come on, bro. So
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of being mean, like being a prick, bro, me.
Oh, you've been mean.
I've been multiple times in school, like.
Hey, people.
Yeah, you're gonna act like a saint. You ever been mean?
Who?
You. Without even
Hey,
knowing.
you're gonna put me on the spot like
Ah.
that.
I have.
Yeah,
Like,
like, you
yeah.
know.
Nah.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I
but
hear that. Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So then they told us, at least, for me, I reacted a more okayish way.
Yeah.
I didn't take it too hard, too much at that time.
Yeah.
Because, okay, that's something to start off with. Then school happened, and then it's like people asking you, why are you always with this white lady? Like, are you white? Are you burnt or something? No, you kids, so you
Yeah.
don't understand racial things. So
Yeah,
you think
yeah.
like they
That's
put
what I'm
me,
saying.
But
they
it's
put
like
me-
that. Like, you get confused. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially when you're a kid.
Like,
Like,
I only see with this the difference. So like different ladies would take us to school. So I was like, are you jumping cultures or something? Why are you always different ladies? So of course questions will be asked. People, your friends will notice who drops you at home at school and picks you up, and you like, of course. So you have to be like honest. I don't have mom and a dad. Not all my orphan friends can say that at that age.
Yeah.
Probably even now, I don't know. But then I have to be honest because you have to learn to own what happened to you.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't ask for the start, but it is what
Yeah.
it is. Yeah.
can I ask a question? Like, do you, so even your mom and your sister, even till today, you don't
I have never made contact.
make contact.
No.
But you've tried, obviously. Like,
Yeah, I have. Yeah, this was a whole. This was actually way after like I took it seriously to find like to really put this past thing to sleep. Because
Yeah, I hear that.
I think it was low key eating me. So now with all the success I've been having, like going to a good white school, 2 good white schools, and making A-team soccer, like just thinking like your life's on this nice trajectory in life, So then I had other big stuff to deal with. So then I imagine getting abandoned once, but getting abandoned twice by different people. So I got close with this lady, and then seeing those other 2 guys who started with me. So we were there's 3 of us who started with the first adopted kids, this orphanage. So we like, oh no, we should get a statue or something. I don't know. If it wasn't for us, you guys wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
So then the one guy got adopted. Yeah, you clap hands for the boy. And the other one, yeah. And then now me with this lady, it was like, okay, you visit me, you mingle my inmates' families, you're just like family to me. And then it's like, yeah. And then kind of like drops me like that. So then say like how we're sitting.
Yeah.
And imagine like the boards all sitting here. I'm like so young. I don't know why I'm like sitting like this. So they set me down the floor and they were like, you're not going to get adopted by us anymore. We have chosen another child. You have to stay here with the others. And now you just found out your mom was a stripper. She didn't want you. Now you found out this lady who promised is doing the exact same thing. Now that's when I really got messed up. So then apparently I tried to run away. They found me and then they took me to lots of therapy, counseling, try to calm me down. Apparently I used to run around the house with my book upside down. It was not okay time for me.
If you could, like, my bad to interrupt you, if you could go back, what emotion do you think stood out the most during that time period for you?
As a child, it was not suicide. You don't know what suicide is at age, but it's like a very, very deep depression. Very deep depression. So I would cover it up with a lot of cartoons because you don't really play soccer at the time until the lady said, okay, let's take this guy to play soccer. Maybe it will help him. And then ever since, soccer's just been my first love. Yeah. You know, that's why I say I can do it for free. Anywhere in the world.
So that was more like your escape.
Yeah, still is now. Yes, I'm drawing now. But if I forget. So I think with that lady also who banned me again, she got me into drawing. So credits to her. It wasn't for her. So she'd be sitting in her office at our house, and then she would like force me to read books and like stay with her. And of course, I didn't understand. I just did it. I was very obedient. I didn't have a voice at the time. I just do things. So then I just sit with her and I just read books. And then she'll come with coloring books, and my break times will be coloring. And she'll hit me to not color over the lines. So that's how I learned to stay in the line. It's like a life lesson. Just stay in line. You know? That's how I learned from coloring. Just stay in line, you'll be good. And that's how I learned. So then you get bored. Then do you remember those coloring books? There's like little blocks there, and you have to redraw that in the grid. So that's how I learned drawing. At a young age, I just stopped using the grids. I just
did it on your own.
That's not as good as now, of course.
But
they could see potential. So credit to her. So sometimes, so when you ask, like, how did I feel? Like, I wish I never met her. But looking now,
like, you're grateful.
You're grateful for the lesson.
If it wasn't for her, I would not have been able to do this. I give that to her.
I know, but I know you also haven't given us your whole story as well. But just from listening to you, right? I mean, of course, you haven't had the easiest start, but from what you've told me, like, you could have had every reason to be disobedient. You could have had every reason to.
I came with a realization not so long ago. I could have every reason to end my life.
Exactly my point.
So and not to just end my life. I've been through so many disappointments.
Because I feel like suicide is a word we play around loosely. You know, we play around it a lot. Even in Matric this year, I mean, I've heard it so much. You know, and I feel like it's. I understand that we do go through hardships, but I personally find it so encouraging to be sitting next to someone who's gone through worse than me, but still have the strength to see another day, you know. It's motivating. And
optimism.
You know. So I just think like it's one of the many things people can take from this episode as well. That you know what, you may feel like you're going through the worst, but you in this episode of shared information with someone who's gone through us and is still alive and still optimistic and looking forward to living life, and you know, life is turned to the better swings of things, you know. So it's definitely inspirational at its minimum. It's inspirational.
Every Friday we come and meet at this house, and we all have to sit on the floor or sit on the chairs, wherever. She will just look at all of us and then tell us stories and scoundrel us, you know. So then what she will instill in all of us is like, be grateful for what you have, because we've been going to outings like to the zoos, we go to the beach, we have decent food, we have clothes, like really nice clothes, and TVs, our own bedrooms. But the list can go on. So it's not your typical orphanage you think. It was strict, but
decent, yeah.
they try to make it as normal as they
possible,
can. They try. Of course, with that, people start to get a bit arrogant and whatever have you. So they try to cheat the system and they do their own things. As you get older, as in every family, you start to learn yourself, learn about yourself. So yeah, so credits to her. So wasn't for her, she taught us gratefulness. As sometimes she doesn't see it. She will always say every week we're not grateful. But then when I'm in, so I was at hostel at boarding. So it's not like at this white school. So you can see some boys who are not as bad off as me, but I can feel that this meal is like their first meal since coming back from holiday. You can feel the way they're eating is like, yo. You can see that, yo, man, I'm really grateful. And then that's how I just learned to say, you know what? Be grateful, and people are worse off than me. Honestly, I know my story is not very ideal. There's people far worse than me.
And one of the things that I like a lot is how I want to know as well, right? But you tackle it with humor. So I want to know, like, did that humor kind of allow you to speak about it in a way of it shows that
like coping
and like you've accepted it?
Yeah, did you watch that interview with Trevor Noah with Darius CEO? And then he was talking about the depression is connected with his ADHD, similar to me. Yeah, I might not admit it then, but I look at it now like, yeah, I was such a clown. That's how I dealt with the loneliness. Yeah.
So me clown, like me like class clown, I'm assuming.
School clown, class clown.
Okay.
Yeah. It was. That's how I cope.
That's how you go.
Yeah, because I mean, they. I know white people believe in the whole counseling thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I get mental issues are real. Yeah, but how I learned how to deal with mine is just through living, visiting people's backyards. You know, so I've been sent to all these psychologists, all these therapists. You know what they all happen? They get pregnant. The one gets cancer, and then when you recovered, you gave birth, then you can come back to work. Oh no, we're not seeing each other. So now it's like you're building a relationship with a girl and then she just drops you.
Yeah.
So that's how my life has been. I just build something and it just drops.
It just
build,
drops,
it drops,
drops,
builds, and
it
it drops.
drops,
That's how my pattern has been. So in my being a clown behavior, I was just like being very neglecting to what I really feel. I never really spoke out like, yo guys, I'm actually very lonely. But then, of course, imagine now Timothy, who has been to good white schools, goes to a hostel.
And my bad, you also not a jock, but you're excelling. So kind of to the eye, it makes it look like you don't really have problems.
Yeah, you know you have this perception of this guy's got it all together.
But
Maybe my close people might see, okay, this guy is just, but from outside, and probably people think I got it all together, which entirely, I think I'm way behind you guys, you know? Like I'm just as broken as...
But another thing is like, because as you're speaking, I'm thinking, we just had the other episode the other time, we're just speaking about how, me and the city were saying, having parents, sometimes we don't listen to everything that they're saying. Yeah, we have our fathers in our lives and just want space and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's like, when I'm listening to Timothy, bro, he can't even say things like that. Bro. You feel me? And it's like, how? Because it's like, that shows like you have something that we don't have.
Yeah.
It's
vice versa as well. Now that I know this is true.
Because that's another thing I wanted to ask. Like along the time, didn't you not have any like father figure of some sort?
Or any figure.
Or like any figure, that you find like, you know, like... because I mean, like he's saying now, we were just speaking about how, hey man, we want that space, want all of that.
Yeah.
But now listening to you is like,
so
we appreciate that.
Yeah.
The fact that you also speak of appreciation a lot is like, wow.
Yeah, that's a good
it's
point.
like, wow, like,
you mentioned being grateful.
You mentioned being grateful,
optimistic, and all of that.
Yeah.
And then for me, it's like, okay, I gotta level up.
Yeah.
I gotta be more.
It's like I'm thinking about my situation. I'm like, yo.
Yeah.
Bro,
You can't complain. Like, you can't complain. Like,
I If it comes to your own
Hey
time.
man, you just chilling, man.
It's up to
You just
realize.
chilling. I thought you just told you could.
He's just a chill guy.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
what was the question?
Wait,
Yeah,
what
like-
was the
If
question?
you asked something, then you guys was.
Yeah. What?
I said like no, you're like a figure.
Oh,
yeah,
figures.
Yeah, like
Oh,
figure, like male figure. Or,
So remember, so
Yeah.
this orphanage was mainly female-dominated staff.
Yeah.
So you have like different mothers for different languages, Spedi, Tonga.
Yeah.
They have different upbringings. So some will hit you really hard, some will hit you softly, some will just talk to you, you know.
Yeah.
And then you get the whites, the bored white people, and then they just go in the corner. You know them. They will. Some of them will give us a warm clap here and there, but then you're not really raised up in some same image. It's always different.
how was high school?
I don't
if I'm
care.
asking, like,
I
were
was
you
still talking
like
about
teenager? Like, how were you like at the time?
high school.
Well, okay, never mind.
Or
Go,
normal
go, go.
high school guy, just
Yeah,
doing my own thing. I didn't have. I won't lie. My childhood, I didn't have close friends. The orphan guys, yeah, those are my boys.
Yeah.
But outside of that, nah, no one comes into my circle like that.
And you still have a relationship
But like,
with them even now.
and you probably think the one with the orphans, you guys were probably close, so you guys could like relate to each
Relate,
other.
yeah,
to
so
some
I
So they were
extent.
basically your
understand.
siblings in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When it comes to other people, they come from honestly normal lives.
Yeah, yeah.
From what I've seen, and they won't relate to someone who has been adopted, abandoned twice. They will not relate. Honest, yeah. But some of the guys at the high school in the hostel, there was a bit of a chance, but I was not like them. I was probably also a late bloomer. I was so bad with the girls. I was horrible.
Yeah.
I say me, I was also a late bloomer, so I
Hey.
relate with you there. I was also a late bloomer. Girl,
Tame, I
not
said in
gonna
the
lie,
other
so-
episode of Manoko Jegede, you wanted to feel love, right? So to feed that cravings as a more or less at school, you said I called yourself a class clown. With that kind of,
It kinda, yeah.
it kind of did.
Yeah, it kinda
Just
did. To be a clown, it was better than being a bad bully. Because the boys in high school flipping craven replays. You can't
Yeah.
bully them with my size. They'll bully me right back.
Yeah.
Like, what are you trying to do, dog?
Yeah.
You don't even go to grade 8. That's less. I'm not that low. I don't go like to people who's younger than me. No,
Yeah.
like little. No, it doesn't make sense. So the best way is just to make people laugh, get their attention that way. Because the loneliness is.
Yeah, my I'm continue. You know, I'm just wrong. I have like 3 things. You have the figures. I'm also forgetting. We have the
The
figures.
figures, the high school.
High school.
And that's it, yeah.
Alright, cool. Cause like now, as you're speaking, there's more information.
Yeah.
My CPU is burning, bro. So
There could be
I'm
a part
struggling.
2,
Yeah, there might be. Yeah, no cap. There might have to be a
could
part
be a
2.
part 2.
Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One
Alright,
day.
so the reason why I had but don't you feel like that was temporary? I'm assuming it was. Or do you think?
Oh, I'm out of that. I'm not out of it.
Yeah.
I just make people feel more welcome. I'm like you said, I'm a chill guy. Before I was not. I was always desperate for someone. Desperate. You know that chase for your mom. Now when I found out with this lady, why did you abandon me? Actually, this is just before college. Imagine.
Okay.
You're supposed to deal with it earlier. So I just found out going to college. So let me just try to deal. I'm becoming a man.
Yeah.
So maybe it's the best time now to deal with the past. So I was like, can I get this lady's number? I think I'm ready. She told me, we spoke about it. I do not remember. Maybe it's just trauma. You probably forget. So then she said, okay, then here's the number. And then we contacted each other. We met up, and then she just said she was not ready. And then I was like, how are you not ready? Because you got another child. Then she was talking about how it's all different if you would have been there. Imagine if I was with them, I would be not at this good white school. You know, it's not like she foreseen, if I adopt him, he won't be this guy. But then she just didn't feel like I was meant to be there. And I know it's people must be happy. You can't lie to a girl and say, I love you.
Yeah.
And then you really don't. I mean, we are men. We do things to do things, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. We've all been there. Some are still there. Anyways, then you can't chew on that for long. You can't swallow it. It's just like really?
Yeah.
I was just not meant for you. But how do you say you love someone? You just say,
Yeah.
drop you like that. So yeah, I could not deal with that.
Is that what you can say? Would you say you struggle with like loving yourself? At a certain
Honestly,
stage?
yeah.
Probably,
I
yeah.
do, yeah.
Hence the other things, other acts that you were doing to feel that love, to
Yeah.
fill that void.
Yeah.
It's
So desperate for it,
desperate, yeah. You don't admit it, but looking now, I was like, damn, I was a fool, man.
Yeah.
It'd been easy if I just said to the girl, hey, I just don't have a friend. Be my friend.
Yeah.
Now I just want to sleep with her.
Yeah.
Hope they'll fill me.
Yeah. Instead of, and I was wondering like how you didn't venture off into things that are necessarily like morally called wrong to
cope.
to cope.
Oh,
Actually.
man.
Because you know some people just
Yeah, that's
go
like- that's what a lot of
on
people-
a rampage of
Yeah.
like madness.
So, of course, it was the clowning around in high school. Yeah. But the primary school was the sports and the pros of like,
Yeah.
whatever you touch, it turns to gold.
Yeah.
It was like that. What people's perception is what fueled me. People thought bad about me. Then I start. So when it came to grade 10, 11, 12, when I had this girlfriend, and then it's like, when you have demanding girls and they just want all your attention on them, and you start losing your morality as a man. You just want to impress. That thing of love. So you learn in life. So I always felt it's like, because I got abandoned twice, maybe I'm the problem. And entirely, I learned now it's not. So now you do all you can to keep this person. So
Yeah.
Because you don't want to lose.
So the thing was, so to answer your question, I've been sneaking out of hostel just to go to her place. I would sometimes drink with the boys. Hostel, like I didn't get caught. I only got caught for the sneaking out to the girl. I don't know how I got caught. Only God knows. Anyways, so then even high school, college, yeah. Now you're in Cape Town. Your family's all in Gauteng. Only had a sister there from the orphanage. Me and her, we don't really bother each other too much. She knows I'm an older brother, so she needs something, she comes to me. I know if I need something, which I never do, but then she's there. And then you're in the CBD. Now, if you guys go there, it's really beautiful. But the problem with that, every corner there's a club. It's a tavern.
Yeah, true.
Long Street. We weren't far from Long Street. Yeah. So then every corner you walk, even there's like druggie there who's selling. Yeah. And you get caught in it quickly. Very quickly. Especially when I had a single room. Now you can bring the Huns over. You just can smoke all you want. You can drink all you want.
Because now you have that freedom almost.
Yeah, that you never really had. You're living under someone else's roof. And then I think in doing all those bad things, I kind of learned, okay, maybe I'm not always obedient. Maybe I'm actually someone who actually wants to be a bit rebellious. I can stand up for myself. Because when you get drunk, some people say it's your true self. So then I get really aggressive sometimes. Yeah. So then I could, when you look back, you think in the morning, was I really aggressive? Like girls will tell me, you busy fighting. Like me and my side picking up fights. Maybe deep down I'm also angry.
Yeah.
Maybe you're still angry.
Yeah. So I think, not saying not everyone is watching this now, go drink and find out who you are. But when some people can actually think back and say, maybe this is really who I am. So I just started letting that other guy come out. Maybe Tim, you are angry. You're not as calm as you always think you are. You don't have your stuff together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the other guy, right? You call them Timothy, so I'm assuming you call yourself T.I. as well.
Yeah. Now I'm actually Himothy. Shout out to Quavo in that song. It's when that song came out. I was
Yeah.
So
I loved it.
how on a daily basis do you deal with Timothy without resulting to, alcohol and whatever other sources?
Like even right now, or do you even still find yourself living as the other guy, even like right now currently, or do you feel like you've even overcome that?
No, now it's like the Hulk.
Yeah.
Now he has to be Hulk and Bruce Banner. Similar like that. Just don't hide the other guy now. Just work together. Yeah, because
That's a good analogy.
because it's a part of who you are. I'm not saying being angry and sad is a good thing, but listen to the other side of yourself.
Because to
embrace
some
it.
extent, it is who you are.
It's who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's not
it
like
is.
it's not like you're pretending.
Yeah.
No, you
I
don't.
mean,
Yeah.
I wouldn't
understand.
necessarily. Oh, me, in my opinion, I wouldn't necessarily say that that's who he is, but that's what he's feeling currently.
Yeah.
So like, it'll
Yeah,
be
that
rather
moment
best
he's
to like
feeling,
let it out.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah, because it's when I was young, it was like the same guys were my age,
Yeah.
and then we'd be shouted at this for the same thing, but the guy next to me, he'll be like yelling back at this lady, and then you think, yo, this guy, wow, why you the nerve to shout at someone like that? But then I'm looking now, he was more honest, open about it, and I was more reserved, and like, because I just learned to deal with things, like just take it and just shut up, and you know, like when the coach benches you,
Yeah.
and I hate being benched. It's like worse than a breakup for me. It's just embarrassing to get benched. But then you just have to. I learned like maybe I could learn something from this guy who's very repulsive. Just can't keep his anger in. So then I learned like, okay, I do feel this stuff. Maybe I can speak out in that moment, not go to my room and just sulk about it. Maybe I just say, hey, in a calm way, like I do not like how you're speaking to me or how you dealt with this. Can we do something else? So you learn from that.
Yeah. And you allow Timothy to flow within your art as well.
Honestly, art, I do not enjoy it. I was just break it to everyone. I don't enjoy it.
Yeah.
For other people, I enjoy it for myself.
Oh.
In my own time, how long? Oh, because people come with requests. Please draw. Please. And I promise you, I had this big A2 file with drawings that are not even finished. Because I just don't enjoy it anymore. I don't think I ever did. I just, when I'm bored, that's it, just bored. Pure boredom. So if God right now has to come and say, Tim, if there's one thing on the planet you would like to do,
Say football.
football for free. I'll
Yeah.
do football every day, all day.
Yeah.
Yeah. If God, drawing can die down. Yeah. I'll do soccer.
I respect that. And
That's proper. Yeah.
you still, even though you're older than me, I think you still got it. I think you can still make the
That's
football thing a
what I'm also
reality.
thinking about. I'm like, don't you think you can like try out and like, I mean, it's not too late.
It is never too late. That's to just find a route to get back in. Of course, now I'm unfit. I can just play for like like indoor, probably indoor fit, but like outdoor fit. Yeah, it's a different ballgame. I felt it's a different ballgame. I enjoy indoor more, but of course I won't make money. I don't know, not professional soccer. I don't want to be professional. So see how this thing is like they're putting a price tag on you.
Yeah.
Those people.
And
I
they
feel
put in
like
the transfer hub.
yeah, and everyone has opinions about you. I don't want that. I just want if there was a world that you could just do whatever you want.
It'll be there.
It'll be
It'll be
football.
that. Yeah. You know, like you can drop now, whatever you want to be doing, but do something you want to do. It'll be soccer for me.
Maybe don't
Indoor.
you think you should get like a club that just plays like a league or...
So this was before the college moving whole thing. So it was sudden. We did not plan. So me and the boys, we had indoor soccer club. And we would get smashed as well, but also we had great victories. Yeah. Then when I left college, I said, okay, I'm never going to stop the soccer thing. I'm going to try and make a team that side. Didn't happen. But then only until towards the end of the college career, I went back into it. There was actually a tournament, internal tournament for the college, and then I was handed the position to be a goalkeeper. Indoor it's fine. I can reach the
goalkeeper,
post.
huh?
So I was okay. But I told the guys I'll be flying keeper because I didn't come all the way from Joburg to sit and wait for the ball. These guys are like these guys. They're massive. So I'm never gonna.
Flying keeper.
These boys could play. So I'm never gonna touch the ball here. You're gonna be like Edison at Man City. He's just never gonna. Okay, now he sees the ball a lot more often.
Just everyone's throwing shade at Man City these days.
He got dropped. Anyway,
I mean, he's currently injured. Oh, but never
no,
mind. I forgot.
I think he just got. I think he just got dropped.
Yeah.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
I think it wasn't injured. I think he just
Oh.
dropped. It will be shown on the screen, guys. So don't feel left out, guys. So it's actually a big A0 drawing. That's like, and then around this time was 2018 was my matric final. So then I just broke my arm around this time from rugby season. So imagine breaking the arm that you draw and write with. So you had to make a plan quickly. So then I had to start training the other hand to like, because you had to hand this in at some point. So then while we now we were allowed to start planning before the drawing, because like before the actual exam starts, because you just want to get there, pens out, pencil, whatever medium you're gonna use, and whatever paper you're gonna use, canvas you're gonna use, you just start straight from minute one. So we had some like 2 weeks or so to plan. So then the theme was called baggage. Wow, that's like heavy. Now, I'm not going to be an open guy and talk about where I came from. So then the art teacher, bless him for this. Well, it wasn't for him convincing me to do this. He actually, we were all sitting there. He's like, I want to see you guys plan. And so he ripped my first plan. He did not like it. He said, Tim, I want you to think deeper. I knew what he meant, but I did not want to go down that route. It's like, oh. So then I just sat in class, and remember, with my broken arm, I just sat there. Like, what are you gonna do? I can't draw, sir. I knew very well I'm training with this hand, but I was making excuses. And he was like, actually slocked.
Oh,
so,
good.
Come with me outside, so I'm just gonna have a talk. So we got sat outside his class, and then he was telling me he knows my story. When I was young, I used to be sick. So then he was like, why don't you do something like, who told you this? Like, doesn't matter. So that's the thing of like, why, who gives that person the right to tell you? Anyways, he was like, if it's not too much a problem for you, I would give you a sketch layout and you do the Photoshop and you do everything. So he gave me ideas of like, who are you? So I had to do like a mind map. So I had to like say, I'm Timothy, I have no parents. So then he came with the idea, okay, so why don't we have you? So that guy's actually me. And then why don't we have you as the center, the focal point of the whole drawing? It's like, drawing myself doesn't feel too... I've never done that before, ever. So then we actually got the whole class to leave the venue, and then I just had to be in this little box. I could fit, so I'm very small, so I'm like squeezing there. He's just taking photos of me. He airdropped to me. He still had like an iPhone. Then I didn't have an iPhone, so he airdropped to me. And my job was just to now photo shoot, think a bit deeper. So then I put medicine in the front of me because that's what I used to live off. So then I used to have kwashioka. You know what that is?
Yeah. I don't know, but okay.
So he's like, yeah, I'm not funny, but you know those when you type
like,
Africa.
Oh, kwashiorkor.
Yeah, when you type Africa,
Yeah.
African kids, and
I've
you
seen
just
it
see
around. Yeah. We did it in grade 6. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I had that. Then I was very new to South Africa, so I was on this medicine. So then it was not really authorized or legal. I'm not sure 100%, but then the orphanage got me on this tablet, and then that's what kind of sucked out all the fat out of my face. So I got laughed at a lot about. So you don't really talk about stuff like that. You know, people at college hate me. It was just the way I looked. It's not like I asked to take the tablets. I can't be angry at the orphanage. Why did you not see what it does to people? So then, yeah, you had to have a lot of anger. So you don't think about things. So yeah, it was good to think deep on that level. But then, anyways, he got me to find some tablets on the internet. So I just had to throw it in front of me and then drop shadow and put the opacity I found two, a mom and a dad. So I'll never get that. I'll never get that. So then it was actually a nice idea. But now to carry the whole equipment to draw, that was another mission. So here am I with my broken arm here. I'm struggling, but I had to continue. So we got 24 hours to all do this. So then it was a struggle. It was like I've never been so scared in my life. It was like you kind of telling everyone this is who you really are, you know. So then I'm just drawing, and then I wanted to put color to not show that it's very dull. My life is dull, you know. I wanted also not to too much color to not say it's a nice thing. So I had to find a balance. So we put color on the medicine. We kept the parents a bit contrast of black and white, and me just in the normal, no filter. But that's who I am. You know, people nowadays, you see these drawings, they want to enhance things, want to just be extra. Just normal, threw some pills there, put myself there, and a parent's there. And then it's basically called baggage. It's like the stuff that you guys will not see or I'll not be able to talk about all the time, only to a few people. But I'm open to talking to about it, yeah.
Yeah, thanks, bro.
Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Hey, man.
Appreciate that.
Hand clap, no cap. Yeah.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, bro.
Yeah, nah, bro. I just wanna even say like Timothy. Me personally, I appreciate like people like you and your stories because it's a thing of that's how people who are not in those positions don't see how much they actually have until they speak or they are with someone who of literally a totally different life, you know, and. Like your story is very inspiring to me because it's like, damn, there are a lot of things that I take for granted on a daily basis, just in general. You know,
don't we all? Yeah,
exactly. Because for him, it's not even just not knowing your parents, but it's so many other things.
Yeah. Like he set his expectation, and he thinks the next thing that is book is going to drop as well.
Exactly. Like it's so many things.
Yeah.
You know, self-love and so many other things. And it's like, I genuinely appreciate your story. And you know, I was actually told a long time ago, like a very vivid memory with my grandmother. Like, shout out to my grandmother. She also used to work at an orphanage. But like, she once told me a very long time ago, because she used to work and help orphan kids and kids who don't know their parents. So she was like, Willie, and there was a time I once went to an orphanage, man. I was very young, but I know she was there, and I went to go see her, and she went to go show me kids who don't know their parents, kids who don't know their grandparents, kids who don't even know where they are from. And she was like, you see all these people here are exactly like you and they are no different from you. So always look at them and treat them the same.
Yeah.
Because they are just as beautiful as you are, even though they don't even know how beautiful they are themselves.
Yeah.
And she was always like, appreciate these people as much as you appreciate anyone else. And like, I always appreciate her for that lesson. But then I'm also telling you now how much I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Because you don't know how... Like you say, you feel dull, bro, and you're actually very colorful.
Yeah.
Very, you know, it's just like you're a great person, and it's like your story is very inspiring and like deeply. I genuinely appreciate it. And I hope everyone who's watching also appreciates it and Boyz Aloud. And us here in the panel and everyone who's probably like listening in, you know. Yeah.
And that's the kind of answer to the thing of I don't know. I also read about it, but now that you're speaking about it, it kind of like, you know, it makes more sense and it opens my eyes more. You know, when you speak to someone and you console them and you say, I understand, you know, you just use that as a filler word and all of that. But after speaking, it's like, you never saying that means nothing, but it's just better to be there to show your love. You know, it reminds me of when Jesus went back at Lazarus died, he didn't necessarily do anything, but he cried with them. And it kind of reminds me of like, it's rather better to show your love than to say, I understand. Because that's just using it as a filler to fill the empty space. But showing your presence and your love is much more than your I understand could possibly ever do. So as Welly said, my words cannot express as well as he said is. And everyone in this said how grateful we are for your braveness, how vulnerable you are, your humor. I really appreciate your humor. I have a great sense of humor. So, hey, man. Just pray nothing but the best in terms of your future and God's blessing and prosperity.
Yeah.
At the moment, so I'm doing an internship. Yeah, so we have to do this 18-month internship. Crazy thing is now, the college, this internship I'm doing now is with Melanie Prinsley has organized it. Grateful to her. Then now the college gave me 2 offers. Now it's the 3rd one. Now I feel like I think it's really God saying, Tim, you need to go back to college. Because this other acting agency called Cult. So I send a video, 1 minute video, and then if you're good enough, they will say you can be an extra, or you might have a small part in a movie or a series. I've been getting so many offers, and it's like opportunities are flying by. And what I've learned in life is you just can't sit and let ducks fly over. You have to go and catch one.
Yeah.
So I do appreciate people when they have opportunities for me. So you can find me on Instagram as Tim the Artist. Facebook, I'm just Timothy Kumanga.
We'll have it in the bio.
You have it in the bio, yeah.
Yeah, you'll be on there.
Yeah.
So then I'm open to hearing offers and opportunities. I do have to be honest and saying I am trying to now learn to say I do not like what I'm doing, or I do want to do this. Like I'm grateful for the opportunity for internship, but I do also want to do other things as well.
I mean, you can, you know, life is a journey. At the end of the day.
Yeah.
You don't have to live according, like, bro, like, you're free. Like, you can do,
Yeah. So
But maybe we can have you back on another EP to talk about. I would like to know definitely on your the perception on God, because you mentioned quite a lot. And I really would love to know that. But
hectic one, that's one, yeah.
yeah, Ace, I really wanted to go in there, but at the end of the day,
Still all the figures,
Yeah.
figures in my life. So I have to answer that as well.
nah, you're good, gang. nah, you're good.
No,
gang.
for part two.
Yeah, we'll do a
part
part
two,
two.
part two.
Just spam part two. If there's enough, we'll definitely do it. You know what I'm
Spam
saying?
part two.
Hopefully, you won't be busy. He's a busy man.
No,
as he
this
does right
is just a very
It's a chaotic just time period right now.
Yeah.
I feel you, gang. But
yeah.
we
I do
appreciate
enjoy
you.
this.
No, we enjoyed having you,
I've
bro.
enjoyed having you as well.
Bro.
I enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Once again, subscribe, like the video, like the shorts, the reels, the TikToks, all of that good stuff. Show some love to Timothy on you'll get his stuff in the bio. We'll definitely not forget all of that. You'll see us next week Thursday for another banger. Much love.
Hey, and the picture.
Okay.
Oh, it's not done.
Yeah, it's not done.
It's kinda because now I'm thinking. So
Oh, we can just show it. Like,
Yeah.
when
Yeah,
we
like
finish.
what we can do is like
so you know what I'm thinking, guys. So I like the fonts. I kept the font. I don't know if you can see it from here. But then you three
Our
are the
faces.
main face
Okay,
of this.
so who am I?
I think he's in the middle.
Yeah.
You are, and you with the glasses.
yeah.
And then when I arrive, so I'm leaving for Cape Town now. So while I'm probably not on the bus, but the bus will be too.
Yeah.
When I arrive at the B&B there, I'll just
Finish it
whip
and
this
all of
out.
that.
No, then actually I think it is finished. Now I just have to vectorize it.
Yeah.
Make it digital.
Me.
This is just a rough sketch.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Trust the
Yeah.
process.
Yeah.
Now, that's just clean though. I see it.
I know it does not look. That's
Hey,
a rough sketch.
Now, hold on, I
guys,
won't
you
lie.
know what we'll actually
Wait,
do
James.
next? We're gonna go let him finish it and stuff like that, and then
You
you're
guys
gonna
will
send
see
it
the
to
final.
us, and then we'll just put it like here in the end. We'll put it here, like
Yeah, I'll
here.
try and finish it before this episode.
Yeah.
Bro, shout out
yeah.
T.I. for the mustache. He sees the journey. You know what I'm saying? You know, this is a long journey, so I appreciate
Guys, I really
it.
enjoyed
Yeah.
this.
Nah, thank you for coming.
Yeah.
on, bro. Thank you.